"Grandma, why do you always smell funny? Mom says that's your grandma smell." That seemingly innocent remark from her 6-year-old granddaughter pierced Margaret Lane's heart like a knife. She was 70 years old and had always taken meticulous care of her hygiene, washing her hair regularly and changing into clean clothes every day. And yet, today, her beloved granddaughter pulled away when she tried to give her a hug, her eyes filled with hesitation. The little girl didn't want to sit on her lap like before, all because of a scent that Margaret couldn't even detect. That night, Margaret lay quietly facing the wall, pulling the blanket over her head and crying. She didn't cry out of hurt, but out of a vague fear. Was old age silently taking away the things dearest to her? Affection, closeness, and even dignity. Hello, I'm Dr. Alan Peterson, 74 years old, a geriatric specialist with over 40 years of experience. I've treated and advised more than 12,000 elderly individuals. Today, I want to share with you a truth that many people tend to avoid. The so-called old person smell is not due to poor hygiene or lack of cleanliness. It is a natural biological sign of aging. Many elderly people, like Margaret, feel ashamed, isolated, or even depressed simply because no one has ever explained this to them clearly. But here's the good news. There are scientific and effective ways to improve this condition, from diet and daily habits to specialized skincare and body care solutions designed for the aging body. Have you ever been in this situation? You step onto a bus and find an empty seat. The seat beside you is free, but your grandchild clings to their parent, unwilling to sit down. During a family grocery trip, your daughter-in-law quietly cracks open the car window and says, "Let's air it out a bit, Mom." You nod, but deep inside, a strange feeling arises. A hint of sadness, a bit of doubt. You begin to wonder, is it because I have an unpleasant smell? Yes, the smell of aging. It sounds heartbreaking, but it's the reality that many elderly people face, even if they don't realize it. I'm Dr. Lewis Grant, a geriatric specialist with over 40 years of experience caring for thousands of patients over 60. Through countless conversations and listening closely to the families of my patients, I discovered something that deeply made me reflect. Up to 99% of elderly individuals are unaware that their bodies emit a distinctive scent, a natural biological sign of aging, and yet those around them notice it quite clearly. Unfortunately, most family members choose to remain silent out of politeness or fear of causing hurt. They quietly keep their distance rather than gently explaining. As a result, the elderly begin to feel isolated without ever understanding why. I'm sharing this not to make anyone feel bad, but to help everyone, especially older adults, understand this important truth. You are not at fault, and you absolutely can improve this condition. Scientists have confirmed that as the human body ages, it produces a natural compound called two-nominal, the substance responsible for the characteristic elderly odor. What's important to understand is this. This is not your fault. It's a natural part of aging, like graying hair or wrinkled skin. But that doesn't mean you have to live with it forever. With a small change in your daily body care routine, you can regain confidence and feel comfortable around your loved ones again. Stay with me until the end of this video. I'll share a simple yet powerful tip I've discovered after more than 50 years of research and clinical practice in elderly care. Thanks to this tip, many older adults no longer have to overhear whispered comments like, "I think she smells a little strange." Children will no longer unconsciously step back when their grandparents come close. Because kids don't know how to hide their feelings. They sense things very clearly and respond just as honestly. I still vividly remember the story of Mrs. Emily, 65 years old, a graceful, clean, and deeply loving woman devoted to her family. During one consultation, she held my hand and said tearfully, "Dr. Grant, My granddaughter doesn't want to sit on my lap. She keeps avoiding me. What should I do? Her eyes were red with emotion, not from anger, but from a quiet, lingering sadness that couldn't be put into words. And today, I want to share the solution that has helped many people, like Mrs. Emily. Just 3 minutes a day, spent thoroughly cleaning 2 specific areas of the body, often overlooked by 90% of older adults, can eliminate up to 90% of age-related body odor. That small change can bring hugs closer, preserve warm gazes, and help you no longer feel alone in your home. The simple method I'm about to share has been successfully applied to over 1,000 of my elderly patients over the years. It hasn't just improved their body odor. It has restored family bonds that were on the verge of breaking, especially with children and grandchildren. Before we continue, if you find this information helpful, please hit like and subscribe to the channel so that struggling seniors can benefit more from these tips. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell. I have many more valuable insights to help you live a healthier, more confident, and happier life every day. Just last week, I had a session with Mr. Harold Bennett, 86 years old, a retired literature teacher, always well-dressed, with a deep, warm voice and dignified demeanor. But as soon as he sat down, he sighed and spoke softly, almost whispering, "Dr. Marcus, I bought the most expensive perfume at the department store, but my daughter still hesitates to come into my room when she visits. She throws the windows wide open, turns on the fan, and says it's to air things out. I know she's trying not to hurt my feelings, but honestly, it breaks my heart." I looked at him with deep empathy, and though I knew it might surprise him, I had to be direct. "Mr. Harold, I understand you want to improve the situation, but perfume isn't the answer. It can make things worse. Perfume only covers up the odor. It doesn't remove it. It's like spraying air freshener in a bathroom that hasn't been cleaned. The smell is still there, only now it's masked, and the combination can be even more unpleasant." This is a very common mistake. When older adults notice an unfamiliar smell on their body, their first instinct is often to reach for perfume, deodorant, or body sprays. But these products are just masks. If you don't address the right areas of the body or understand the root cause, the odor will come back, and sometimes even stronger than before. And you know what? After that conversation, Mr. Harold changed his body care routine according to my guidance. Just a few days later, his daughter sent me a message of gratitude. She said, "For the first time in months, I felt truly close to my father again. No more distance, no more hesitation." So, what's the real cause behind the unpleasant body odor in older adults? Many people assume it's simply due to aging, or worse, that seniors are just lazy about bathing. But after over 30 years of working with thousands of elderly patients, I can confidently say that's a misunderstanding. The problem isn't age or hygiene habits. It lies in 3 major biological changes the body undergoes after the age of 60. First, changes in sweat gland activity. When you're young, your body produces about 1 liter of sweat daily, helping eliminate toxins and regulate temperature. But after 60, that amount drops by half, or even more in many people. It might sound good. Less sweat means less odor, right? But in fact, the opposite is true. Sweat isn't just water. It carries toxins, salts, and bacteria out of the body. When sweat production decreases, toxins accumulate on the skin, creating the perfect environment for bacteria to thrive. These bacteria break down organic compounds on the skin, leading to that characteristic odor we often associate with aging. 2. Changes in sebum composition. Elderly skin still produces oil, but the composition of that oil changes with age. As you grow older, the sebaceous glands begin producing a compound called 2-nominal, the main culprit behind the scent of aging. After decades of research, I've observed that nominal levels start rising sharply around age 50, peaking around 70. It's a smell that perfume cannot mask because it clings stubbornly to skin and clothing. What's important to know is this: nominal does not exist in younger people. It's a clear biological marker of aging. And while you can't stop your body from producing it, you can clean it off effectively. 3. Dry mouth, the silent cause of bad breath. After 60, many people notice that their mouth feels dry more often, especially in the morning. That's because saliva production drops by around 50% compared to when you were younger. Saliva is critical. It cleans the mouth, kills odor-causing bacteria, and maintains a healthy pH balance. When your mouth is dry, bacteria multiply rapidly, especially on the tongue, inner cheeks, and gums. You can brush your teeth regularly and use mouthwash, but bad breath will quietly return if you don't address dry mouth. You see? Showering regularly, wearing expensive perfume, or rinsing your mouth every morning isn't enough if you don't understand the deeper causes behind these 3 biological changes. But the good news is that you don't need expensive products or have to drastically change your daily routine. By simply learning how to properly clean 2 specific areas of the body that 90% of older adults tend to overlook, you'll notice a clear difference within just 7 days in both how refreshed you feel and how your loved ones respond to your presence. Once you understand the root causes of unpleasant odors in the elderly, the next step is to make a few small daily habit changes. These adjustments aren't complicated or costly, but can bring surprising results. Here are 3 simple yet essential rules to help detox your body, reduce odor, and restore a sense of comfort and freshness from within. Rule number 1: drink enough warm water. One step toward daily detoxification. Water is the foundation of every detox process in the body. When you drink enough water, your kidneys function better, helping to eliminate waste through urine. This is the simplest way to ease the burden on your skin and reduce internal odors. Start your day with a glass of warm water, about 250 milliliters, right after waking up. Warm water stimulates digestion, gently cleanses the intestines, and jumpstarts your natural elimination process. Then, try to maintain at least 6 glasses of warm water a day, spread throughout the day. Note: avoid replacing water with strong tea or coffee, as caffeine can lead to dehydration, making your body drier, and odors even more intense. Rule number 2: take a light walk in the sunlight. Let your skin breathe and your body detoxify. All you need is 20 minutes of walking in soft sunlight daily, ideally in the morning before 10 a.m. or the late afternoon after 4 p.m. These times offer gentle sunlight that isn't harmful to your skin, but still helps activate vitamin D synthesis, vital for immunity and skin health. Natural sunlight can kill bacteria on the skin's surface and stimulate light sweating, helping to expel sebum and toxins from your pores. In addition, gentle movement improves blood circulation and relaxes the mind, which also helps regulate sweat and reduce body odor. Rule number 3: bathe daily with warm water, but do it the right way. Bathing is essential, but how you bathe matters just as much. Many older adults think that hot water cleans better, but in truth, water that's too hot can destroy the skin's natural moisture barrier, leading to dryness, vulnerability to bacteria, and, ironically, stronger odors. The best temperature for bathing is 38 to 40 degrees Celsius, warm enough to cleanse, but gentle enough to protect your skin. Shower daily, and once a week, soak in a warm bath for about 20 minutes. Soaking helps open the pores, draw out toxins from beneath the skin, and relieve stress, a factor also linked to body odor. These 3 simple rules will become the foundation for cleansing your body from the inside out. Not only will they help reduce unpleasant odors, but they'll also leave your skin more radiant, your body lighter, and your mind feeling refreshed each day. The greatest discovery I've made after decades of working with older adults is this: 90% of body odor does not come from the whole body. It is concentrated in just 3 key areas. Simply paying attention to properly cleaning these 3 zones can significantly reduce unpleasant odors within just a few days. The first area includes the folds of the skin, places where bacteria love to hide. Think of areas like the neck, armpits, belly button, under the breasts, behind the knees, elbows, groin, the back of the neck, and ears. These are all areas where the skin folds, air circulation is poor, and sweat and oil easily accumulate. Because of their hidden nature and the constant friction between skin folds, these areas are often missed or not cleaned thoroughly enough during daily showers. To properly clean them, use a soft towel or bath sponge dampened with warm water and gentle body wash. Rub in circular motions. No need to scrub hard. With consistency, this is enough to remove dead skin, bacteria, and odor-causing substances. The second area includes parts of the body with hair, like the armpits, chest, especially in men, and scalp. These areas have a high concentration of sebaceous glands and are prone to trapping sweat. When oil, sweat, and dead skin cells build up around hair follicles, they create an ideal environment for bacteria to grow. To clean these areas effectively, shampoo your hair thoroughly every 1 to 2 days, depending on your hair type, massaging your scalp gently with your fingertips, not your nails, for at least 2 to 3 minutes to remove excess oil and boost circulation. Also, clean the chest and underarms daily and dry them well, as dampness is the main culprit behind persistent odors. The third area is often forgotten: the hands and feet, especially the soles and spaces between the toes. Feet tend to sweat a lot and are frequently overlooked during bathing. Foot odor often originates from the area between the toes, where bacteria can hide undisturbed if not cleaned properly. Every day, wash your feet with warm water, paying close attention to those spaces, and dry them thoroughly since moisture is a breeding ground for odor-causing bacteria. Wear breathable cotton socks. Change them daily, and rotate your shoes regularly to allow them to dry completely between uses. Hands, too, deserve attention, especially if you tend to have sweaty palms, which can contribute to body odor if left damp for long periods. After bathing, don't forget the small but powerful step of moisturizing. When skin is dry, the sebaceous glands produce more oil to compensate, worsening body odor. Applying a light, non-irritating moisturizer helps keep the skin soft and maintains a healthy balance of the skin's microbiome. Finally, treat yourself to a warm bath once a week for about 20 minutes at a temperature of 38 to 40 degrees Celsius. This time allows your body to relax, your blood vessels to expand, and toxins to be eliminated more effectively through the skin and sweat glands. By properly caring for these 3 important areas and following the simple habits mentioned earlier, you'll begin to notice a positive transformation. Your body feels lighter and fresher, and most importantly, you'll feel comfortable and close again to your loved ones without the unease of being avoided. However, external care alone isn't enough to eliminate body odor completely and sustainably. Our bodies function as closed systems. What we eat and drink daily directly affects the scent of our skin, breath, and freshness. That's why internal care is just as vital. A few simple but incredibly effective dietary habits help improve body odor from the inside out and support better health, vitality, and confidence. First, increase your intake of antioxidant-rich foods. Ingredients like tomatoes, apples, strawberries, blueberries, brown rice, and green tea contain natural compounds that neutralize free radicals, the root cause of unpleasant body odor. They also support the liver and kidneys, helping them work more efficiently to remove toxins. Surprisingly, garlic is another powerful ally. Though it may seem counterintuitive, garlic contains allicin, which helps cleanse the blood, fights bacteria, and supports long-term odor control. You can add freshly chopped garlic to your meals, or take odorless garlic capsules if you're sensitive to the smell. Hydrating fruits and vegetables are also crucial. Watermelon, pears, cucumbers, tomatoes, and celery are excellent for maintaining hydration and gently cleansing the digestive system. If raw veggies aren't your preference, try blending them into morning smoothies. They're tasty, convenient, and retain valuable vitamins and minerals. Fiber is essential for supporting digestive health and preventing constipation, one of the hidden causes of body odor due to toxins lingering in the intestines and re-entering the bloodstream. To prevent this, include more leafy greens, oats, chia seeds, lentils, and whole grains in your daily meals. Lastly, it's best to limit coffee and alcohol. Both caffeine and alcohol tend to dehydrate the body, forcing your sweat glands to work harder to compensate, which can lead to stronger odors. If you're not ready to give them up completely, try reducing your intake gradually, and always remember to drink extra water to make up for it. These simple changes, both in personal care and daily nutrition, can lead to a body that not only smells fresher, but feels stronger, cleaner, and more vibrant, helping you embrace every day with renewed confidence and closeness to the ones you love. Oral care is essential. Don't let unpleasant odors start with your breath. Brush your teeth at least thrice daily, especially after main meals. Each morning, gently scrape your tongue using a specialized tongue cleaner, as the tongue is where odor-causing bacteria accumulate the most. If brushing isn't convenient after a meal, chewing sugar-free gum with xylitol can help. This not only freshens your breath, but also stimulates saliva production, which helps maintain a naturally balanced oral environment. Clothing, bedding, and living space care are vital, and freshness begins with the smallest things. Be sure to change your underwear and clothes daily, especially after going outside or exercising. Choose breathable cotton fabrics that absorb sweat well and keep you feeling fresh. Wash your bed sheets, pillowcases, and blankets weekly, and let them dry under direct sunlight to kill bacteria and eliminate musty odors. If you've used your pillows or blankets for more than 1 to 2 years, it may be time to consider replacing them, as bacteria can build up in these items without being visible to the naked eye. Socks should be changed daily, and shoes should be rotated. Avoid wearing the same pair for multiple days. Sprinkling baking soda inside your shoes in the evening can effectively absorb moisture and reduce odor. Ventilate your rooms twice daily for around 10 minutes each, in the early morning and late afternoon. Fresh air circulation keeps your living space dry and helps reduce lingering odors, especially in bedrooms used by older adults. Caring for body odor isn't complicated. You'll feel healthier, lighter, and more comfortable each day by consistently adjusting a few small habits, such as your diet, personal care routine, and home environment. Body odor in old age is nothing to be ashamed of. In truth, it's a natural biological sign of aging, something we will all experience eventually. However, with the right understanding of its causes and by practicing thoughtful, science-based self-care, you can regain your confidence, comfort, and closeness with your loved ones. There are many reasons why older adults may develop noticeable body odor. As we enter the later stages of life, the body begins to sweat less, slowing the natural detoxification process. Sebaceous glands also change, producing a compound called nonenal, which is the main culprit behind the distinctive scent many refer to as old person smell. In addition, a dry mouth, caused by decreased saliva production, creates the perfect environment for bacteria to grow inside the mouth, leading to bad breath. Inadequate personal hygiene, particularly in hard-to-reach areas, with skin folds, a diet low in fresh vegetables, insufficient water intake, and overusing coffee or alcohol all contribute to increased body odor. You don't need expensive products or a complete lifestyle overhaul to improve this condition. Just start with small, simple steps every day. Make it a habit to drink at least 6 glasses of warm water daily to support the body's detoxification process and keep your skin hydrated. Take light walks in the early morning or late afternoon for about 20 minutes. Gentle sunlight at these times promotes natural sweating, refreshes the body, and uplifts the spirit. Bathing is also important, but use moderately warm water, not overly hot. During your bath, don't forget to clean the 3 areas most prone to odor: skin folds like the armpits, neck, and under the breasts, hair-covered areas like the scalp and chest, and sweat-prone areas like the feet and palms. Your diet should also be adjusted to include more fresh fruits and vegetables and antioxidant-rich foods like tomatoes, apples, strawberries, brown rice, and garlic, which help detoxify the body. Try to reduce your intake of coffee and alcohol. Don't overlook oral hygiene either. Brush your teeth thrice daily, use a tongue scraper, and chew sugar-free gum after meals to keep your breath fresh. In terms of daily habits, change clothes regularly, opt for breathable cotton fabrics, and wash your bedding weekly. Sun-dry your linens to kill bacteria and refresh your sleeping space. Lastly, remember to open your windows at least twice a day, once in the morning and once in the afternoon, to allow air to circulate and keep your home fresh and dry. Start with these small changes. Each step you take today will make a noticeable difference within a week. Your body will feel lighter, your room will smell fresher, and most importantly, you'll feel a deeper sense of love and closeness from those around you, without discomfort or distance. If you found this video helpful, don't hesitate to click like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone you care about. Together, we can build a life in old age that is healthy, gentle, and filled with love. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, where I'll continue sharing valuable knowledge to help you live stronger, happier, and with greater quality every day.